Today we will be speaking about UK Youth Mobility Visa. You might have already heard about it that this visa is currently being issued to the citizens of Australia, New Zealand, Canada and some other countries. Recently UK government has decided to issue this visa to citizens of India and Iceland. So from 2022 onwards, citizens of India as well as Iceland can apply for this visa as well. So in this video today, we'll be talking in detail what are the requirements, are you eligible to apply, how much funds you must have in your bank account, is it only for the guys who are working professional or you want to come for study, do you need the sponsorship, or maybe how many visas will be issued in the whole year. So if you are curious about all of this information, stick around and watch the video till the end. Hi guys, this is Sandeep Khaira and you're watching Conical Education. Before we proceed further, let me remind you to subscribe below and enable the bell notification so that you don't miss any updates on this channel. You can also follow me on my social media pages. Links for all of them are given in the description below. Let's dive into today's video. So this is a small presentation I have prepared with the facts, like how you can apply, what are the requirements, how much funds you must be having in your bank account, sponsor is required or not. So I'll be showing you everything in these slides. Let's proceed further into the presentation. Okay, let me give you the first overview about how basically what are the high level requirements on what are the main features of this visa. So basically you can come on this visa to UK for 2 years, either for work or for study. So which means, let's say you have been offered a job and then you are applying for this visa, so you can come here and work for 2 years. Or you have been offered a research position, then you can come. Or maybe let's say you have got admission into your master or PhD, then again you can come for 2 years. Now the question you might be having, what's the point of applying of this visa when this visa is only for 2 years, when you cannot settle in the long term? So that's not the thing. So basically, so first you can come to the country, explore the culture, explore the environment, how things work here, do you fit into the culture, and are you liking it here? So can you consider yourself staying in the country more than 2 years or in the permanent setting? So that's the overall idea, to give you the feel, to give you the how things work here. And let's say you like it here and then you want to stay, then you can apply for permanent job here. And then if you get the offer, definitely you can apply for skilled worker visa. And then after skilled worker visa, you can even also apply for permanent leave to remain, which is a permanent residency for UK. Even same for the study. Let's say you finished your master while on youth mobility visa and then now you want to study for PhD, so same thing applies to you. And then you might be thinking, will this period of 2 years will be considered for your PR application? Yes, it will be considered for your PR application. So you are not wasting your time if you are coming on this visa, right? The advantage is that it is easier to get this visa. That's why I would say you can consider to apply for this visa. Now many of you have the question, do you need the sponsor? Definitely, UK government website states that you must be having a valid sponsor sponsoring you to come to UK. So you can be having a job offer or you can be having a study offer, which we will be looking into further slides. And then you must be having funds equivalent to 2,530 pounds in your bank account to justify you can take care of yourself during the first 28 days of arrival. So this much amount of money you must be having in your bank account. It could be in any form, it could be savings, it could be fixed deposit, it could be in your post office. So you can see what you have. And then you must be into the eligible country list. So as I said, India is being added in this country list, so you will be eligible to apply for this visa if you are an Indian citizen. So there will be more eligibility requirements, which we'll be discussing further into the slides. I will be explaining to you. And then there is another name for this visa, T5 visa or youth mobility visa. So don't get confused if somebody says T5 visa or youth mobility visa. And the last thing is that there is a process to apply for this visa, which is called as Youth Mobility Scheme Ballot. So there is a ballot system to apply for this visa. If you get the clearance certificate, then you will become eligible to apply for this visa. So we'll be talking about the ballot system in detail. So yeah, and in total there will be 3000 visas will be issued in the whole year. There will be multiple ballot, you can say, draws, and then you can apply in, ideally there are two draws, one in January, one in July, so which we will be discussing further into the slides. Yeah. So the sponsor requirement, as you can see here, the sponsorship requirement also applies to Indian citizens, so which means it is must for you to have a sponsor if you want to apply for this visa. Okay, and then based on that sponsor you will be eligible to apply, and then further updates to this guidance will be made available once the first Indian ballot is announced. So currently there is nothing mentioned about the detailed requirement about the sponsor, which will be publishing soon, probably like on 17th of January the first ballot is being starting for 2 days, 17th to 19th of January. So yeah, you can check the requirements, if like what are the detailed requirements accordingly. Okay, now timelines. So UK government website states that you need definitely at least 6 months to apply for this visa, to prepare for this visa. Or let's say if you have to go through the biometric process, then they say okay, you need little more than 6 months. So I would say you need 6 to 8 months of time when you want to apply for this visa. And once you have submitted your expression of interest for in the ballot, then they will take maximum 3 weeks to give you the decision. So that's the standard period they have mentioned, but I don't know whether they have done in the past, okay, they practically do they really issue the decision in 3 months, 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So yeah, let's wait for that. We will know when you start applying. Okay, what are the charges to apply for this visa? So normal application fee, which is mentioned on the government's website, on the home office website, is 244 pounds. So you must be having this money with you. And then you also have to pay healthcare surcharge in advance before entering the country, before even getting the visa in your hand at the time of application, which means, so 1 year health charge surcharge is like 470 pounds. So you can add it for 2 years, which will be 940 pounds you must be paying to the government for your health, taking care of like all to get claim or get all the health facilities and all that. Yeah. And then you must be having funds for your first month of survival, which we have already talked about. So you must be having 2530 pounds in your bank account if you want to apply for this visa after meeting other requirements. Next is the ballot. Before I talk about the ballot, let me mention, in case you are looking for a job abroad in European Union or UK and not getting the interview calls, then you can register for my free masterclass. Link is displayed above on the screen. You can click and register there. And then there I will be talking about the top mistakes which are costing you a job abroad. This class will help you to get more interview calls. If you are getting few calls, or if you are not getting any interview calls, this class will help you to work on your CV, work on your cover letter, so you start getting the calls, and then you attend interviews if you want to get the offer. Let's proceed further into the video. So there is a ballot system which UK has in place. So first ballot for India is going to open in January, possibly, because they haven't clearly mentioned that India will be in the ballot list on 17th of January. Let's hope for that. And the second ballot normally opens in July. So they have divided this system when you apply for your expression of interest. There is a specific process to show your expression of interest, which we'll be talking now. And then you must be having you must be between age of 18 to 30 years. Let's say if you are below 18 and you are above 30, you cannot be eligible to apply for this visa. And then there is a requirement that okay, you must not be having any dependent or any kids who are dependent on you. So this point is a little bit tricky, let me explain it. So let's say you are married and you have a kid. So in that case, if both of you are working, you and your spouse are working, and you have kids at home, they are going to school dependent on you, then you can still be eligible to apply for this visa if you are less than 30, between 18 to 30. If your spouse is working, so she will be taking care of, or he will be taking care of the kid while you will be here in UK, in on UK youth mobility visa. So that's the thing. In case, let's say you are a single person, single earning hand in the family, and you are like you have a kid at home, and your wife is dependent on you, or maybe your husband is dependent on you, then in that case you cannot be eligible to apply for this visa. So you have to see this thing for yourself. And then you must be a citizen of India, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Japan, Monaco, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Republic of Korea, and Iceland, right? So this is the major requirement. And then as you can see, India is the newly added in the list. So yeah, let's go further. Now, what is expression of interest in the ballot system? So basically, expression of interest is nothing. You have to write an email to on the mentioned email address, showing your interest that you want to apply for youth mobility visa. So they have given a standard format. So send an email with below subject. You have to mention the subject line of the email should be your first name, last name, and then hyphen, and then your date of birth, hyphen again, and your passport number. So this is how you show your expression of interest. But this is only the subject, but definitely in the there has to be a content of the email where you it's a kind of cover letter, I would say, where you are showing why you want to apply for this visa, why you think okay, this is the best thing for you. You will justify, you will make the best use of this visa after coming here. You are the potential person. So yeah, that's the kind of requirement you have to meet. You have to send the email in that format. So they will be reviewing these emails, and there will be random draws, and then they will be, after the draw, they will be checking what you have written in the email, and have you justified your application. If you have justified your application, then definitely you will be considered to apply for this. And then normally on the website, on the home office website, it is written that okay, if your expression of interest is successful, you and you get the clearance certificate, let's say they approve your application of expression of interest in the ballot, then you will get a clearance certificate. So you will get this result in 3 weeks time if successful. And they say if you are not successful, they will be giving you the result in 2 weeks time. So I think looking at this, it seems that okay, first of all, they will be taking out the applicants who are either not part of the draw, or who don't meet their requirements, who do not justify their expression of interest in the email. So that's why you get the first reply who are rejected, and then in the third week, successful guys will get the email. So this is how I see it. And then there is a invitation to apply. So once, let's say, you get the clearance certificate, you will get a this will be kind of invitation to apply. So if everything is okay, home office will issue you the clearance certificate, and then this will be your invitation to apply. You have to book an appointment is the nearest VFS office. You have to go for your biometric, and then you have to submit your documents and your passport. Let's say you are applying to come, you have got a job offer, and then you want to join this position, then you have to submit at least 3 years of your pay slips. And then if you don't have the pay slips, then you have to have a written statement from somebody senior in the organization to whom you might be reporting that okay, this person was generally working here, and then you were getting paid in this designation during the last 3 years or whatsoever. Plus there is additional requirement that when you get a job offer, then it should be related to your previous history, like what you are currently doing. And maybe they will also check whether you studied in the same field. So just check the detailed requirement on the government website. Yeah. So this is all I have in this video today. So definitely there will be more requirements. I will bring more content related to this in the future videos when as soon as details are available on the comments website. So if you like the video, give a thumbs up below, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Have a good day.